So yeah, so like I said, I was just trying to break the ice. So I would just like one or two persons. Like I don't want it to be too formal. I just want us to like get to know ourselves like 1 minute, like let's know who you are and something, like just say hi to the rooms before we get started. Yeah. Yeah, some people are dropping hi on the chat. We have someone here say hi, my name is Ayodeji. Emmanuel, your
Emmanuel.
camera is on. Do you want to say hi?
Yeah. I want to say hi. Hi, everyone. My name is Emmanuel, and I'm glad to be part of this meeting. Thank you.
All right, nice having you around too. And we also have here Israel is saying hi on the chat. Yeah, anyone that would also want to say hi, just let's okay, uh so we're gonna start and we're gonna start because of time. So this is how it's gonna go. We just have we have about 4 minutes to talk about yourself. The format has already been sent to your email prior to this, so just follow the format. But again, you're very free to freestyle, introduce yourself, what you do, tell us your story. Let's know how you get to where you are and where you're trying to go to. What are the skills? How did you get the skills that you do have? What are the skills you're trying to achieve, where you are in your career journey and where you would love to be, and who are the potential employers that you are actually looking up for. Like I said, this video is going to go fast, so if as much as we can, that would be very helpful. So I don't know who's going to take the 10, but I'm going to mention the first 3 persons, and then after that, we kickstart other people. I'm going to add like as the number goes. So we have Israel here, and then we have Emmanuel, and uh we have so I'm gonna start with Israel, Emmanuel, and who else? And Aziz. Yeah, Israel, can you start like just start the pitch, start talking. Everything is on record.
Okay, hello everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Um. So, my name is Israel. Um. I'm a freelance data analyst from Lagos, Nigeria, and like I said, I work with client business owners by just simply translating their data set into an actionable insight. So the whole journey started when I was in, shall I say, when I was still back then in school, and it was a kind of a funny story how I started my journey as a data analyst, because I remember back then one of my roommates in school used to tell me that, bro, you study mathematics and you are not into data analytics and all these modelings and all that. I was like, I don't have time for that. So back then I never really developed the interest in, to learn more about data analytics and all that. So it was when I was out of school. I was just like I was on YouTube one of those days then. I now saw the adverts of this Google Data Analytics free course. Back then they were running a promo, so I had to jump on it. I just feel like, okay, let me just jump on this course since this is the course my roommate has been telling me about it. Then I started the whole course on Google Data Analytics on Coursera for 6 months. So after learning the fundamentals of Excel, of SQL, of Tableau, Power BI, and all these great analytics tools, so I went back to do my personal research and studies and all that. Even though there are times that you're stuck, you don't know what to, explain, some of these concepts to you, just to break them down and, to understand the whole thing. So part of my story was that it wasn't easy for me because I should I say, before I even entered, if I got admitted into university, I learned about the fundamentals and basics of Microsoft Excel, how to do your cleanup, manipulations and modelings on Excel. And I remember back then the training I had, even though it was like for a year or so, I was going for the training once in a while, just catch up with the learning and all that. Yeah, the struggle part was there. Like I said, it wasn't easy for me because I didn't even have a laptop back then. I was just like passionate about to learn about data, how to work with data, just how to do all these great analyses we see out there. I mean, some of these great analytics tools are used by health sectors in the United States, and some other great companies like that. And I was always wondering, like, how do I go about doing all this magic of creating dashboards, visualizations, captivating, and that is user friendly for people to really understand what you're trying to tell as a data storyteller. So to the next one about my story. Well, ever since I started as my journey as a data analyst, I've worked on great projects. I mean, I shared my portfolio earlier. I don't know if that can be displayed.
Sorry, your portfolio in the video that we'll be sharing, we are going to attach your link to that, so don't worry, just you
Okay,
can continue.
okay. So I've worked on some couple of projects just to upskill myself, just to train myself, to learn about all these analytics tools. I've worked on a lot of case studies while I was still learning, and even while I'm still working with other data analysts and some of my clients I have, because I do collect contract from some of my colleagues in school. They give me their project to work on. So I've achieved how I achieved some of these my skills is just simply by practicing. Just to keep practicing over and over. I remember when I was learning Power BI, I had to do about 8 projects back to back for me to be able to really understand the whole process, from the extraction to the transformation and loading process of the whole analysis. So I remember there's this particular project I work on about Salesforce project. I had to use SQL for my modeling and transformation. So after doing my left joints, right joints, putting some of the tables that I have together, after doing all those transformation on SQL, so I took the data sets from SQL to Power BI for my visualization. So
Okay.
and I
Yeah, so I would want you to wrap up here so that other people can as well have their space. So, but I want to ask you one question. So if an employer is listening to you right now, which of course there are people listening right now and will subsequently still listen to you, what is the one thing that differentiates Israel from every other data analyst?
Okay. I would say that I'm passionate about data, and I'm this kind of person that is unique when paying attention to detail. All my work are excellent. I'm very, very effective in paying attention to detail, and my ability to solve problems. These are my key and unique part of me. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. All
Thank
right.
you so much. Yeah.
Yeah. So any question for you? Anybody that wants to reach out to Israel, can actually ask the direct question here, or can drop the question in the chat, or can as well reach out to us. We'll definitely get in touch with Israel. So yeah, the next person we have here is Emmanuel Adebajo. Emmanuel Adebajo, could you take the mic, please?
All right, thank you very much. Good evening to everyone. So my name is, please can you hear me? All right, thank you very much. So my name is Emmanuel. Just like you've heard, my name is Emmanuel Adebajo, and I'm from Nigeria. Currently, I am in Ile-Ife, Osun State, Nigeria. And, I'm a crypto and blockchain writer. My journey into crypto and blockchain started when I, in 2019, I suddenly developed an interest for writing, and so I started writing a couple of write-ups, articles, and all, majorly lifestyle related. But along the way in 2020, I stumbled upon the forex exchange market online, started seeing the movement, started paying attention to the stock market, started paying attention to the crypto market. And, one way or the other, it also led me to blockchain. So I took my time to enroll under a mentor in 2020, where I learned about forex. And from there, I decided not to just stay with forex. I decided to go in depth, and I actually delved into crypto. And I learned about crypto, learned about the various technologies behind the workings of crypto. Of course, that was what brought me to blockchain also. And since then, I have worked with quite a number of clients, and I've worked on quite a number of projects. I've written crypto white papers. As it stands, I've written over 20 crypto white papers for different cryptocurrency projects, gaming projects, utility, gaming tokens, utility tokens, NFTs, meme tokens, meme coins, and all. I've written white papers, and I've also written various cryptocurrency articles. I shared the link to my portfolio, and of course, we've been told that it will be shared alongside the video. So there are a lot of articles I've written in the cryptocurrency space, and about blockchain, about Web3. Recently, I started delving into Web3 also, but majorly I'm a crypto and blockchain writer. All right, and yes, currently I'm looking forward to getting full-time roles or part-time roles as a writer. I'm looking to get into major cryptocurrency exchanges like Binance, like OKX, like Gates.io, like Coinbase, and all, because I know most of these cryptocurrency exchanges, they have academies where they do learn, where disciples of crypto projects come to learn about cryptocurrencies and all. I've done some work, some freelance projects for certain clients, and I know these are the places the project will most likely fit into. For instance, Binance has a particular section of their website that talks about Binance Learn. They call it Binance Academy, where people, maybe beginners, intermediate people, or experts can come to learn about crypto, learn about the crypto space, check the news, and grow their knowledge and all. I specialize in writing all of these guides, articles, light paper, white papers, and all related to crypto and the blockchain. All right. So working with me, what distinguishes me, of course, from the others, my own distinguishing factor is the fact that I am a strong believer in teamwork. I'm a strong believer in teamwork. If I have a team to work with, I make sure that I stay in tune, I stay in perpetual communication with the team to make sure that I deliver maximally. So I believe that if for those watching me out there, I believe that if you take interest in me and in what I have to offer, I believe you'll be happy and you'll not regret it. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. So one question for you, Emmanuel here. So you talk about the fact that you are a crypto writer, a blockchain writer, Web3 writer, and all that. Which in recent time, which of your writings would you say was your most memorable one, and why? So someone listening can get to know, oh, you wrote this and this piece, and like, so which one is your most memorable piece you wrote of recent, and why?
All right, thank you very much. Recently, the most recent project I wrote on was a freelance, was actually for a freelance client, was a freelance gig. So I actually wrote on the on core. I know many of us in the crypto space will know about this blockchain that just came up in the crypto space called core. So core just came up. Core is a new blockchain, just like Ethereum blockchain or the Bitcoin blockchain. Core just came up as a blockchain, and they have their native token called core token. And recently I wrote on that project. So wonderful. Core leverages on both some of the mechanisms of some of the proof of work mechanisms in Bitcoin. It leverages it with that of Ethereum, and then to form a very powerful blockchain that encourages decentralization, scalability, and security. So that was the most recent project I worked on writing about core and the origin of core, the history of core, what we should expect, and all.
Yes. All right. So now, Emmanuel, so let's assume we have a work for you in the Cardano space, and you don't know much about how the Cardano ecosystem works, and you're meant to write a piece in the next 1 week. How do you go about your research, and how do you go about writing an article that is going to be representative? Like, since you are a Web3 writer, how would you be able to research in 1 week, and we are going to be sure that you're going to give us something qualitative?
All right, thank you very much, sir. Actually, one of the major feature or attributes of a writer is the ability to make research, and that was the first thing I worked on even before entering into the crypto or the blockchain space. Most times, if I have topics to write on that I don't really know much about, what I do is to spend time, hours, sometimes 4 to 5 hours on research. And this is the way I do my writing. If I'm given a piece to write on, like you said in the Cardano, about Cardano, and I have to write on ADA, what I would do is to make an intensive research and then gather pieces of information together from verified sources, because the internet space is growing so wide, and information must be very accurate. So gather verified information and resources on ADA. Read up their white paper. The white paper is a very great place to get information about a crypto project. Read up from the white paper. If the white paper is so bulky, the light paper is a shorter version of the white paper, where I can easily get information and understand the ecosystem to really write in my own words and avoid plagiarism. Of course, that is intellectual text. So that is what I would do. Make researches, then write a draft, pull the pieces of researches together and bring them into a whole, then rewrite it for relevance, for value, and for readability. And then to align, make sure that the article or the post aligns with the brand, voice, and message of whatever institution I'm writing for. Just like you mentioned, for instance, Cardano, make sure it aligns with the brand, voice, and tone, and then check for SEO guidelines, check the heading tags, the different parts of the content to make sure that it is well optimized for to increase the readership, the online readership of the article and all. So that is the best way I think I'm going to approach that kind of scenario. Thank you. You said?
Yeah, thank you. So we're going to move to the next person. Ayodeji Azeez, are you there? Can you Can you hear
Yes,
me?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
All right, let's hear from you. Nawar, you're next.
Okay. Okay, my name is Ayodeji Azeez. Um, I studied microbiology in school, but right now I'm a professional video editor, graphics designer, and motion designer. At large, I'm a computer art generalist, but most of the things I've learned in other areas are supposed to boost or give me strength in these three core areas. I started my journey 10 years ago when I got to my sister's house and I discovered she had a computer. That was one of the first time I really got my hands on a computer that was like a personal computer. And I became interested in Corel Draw, which I saw on the computer. So from there, I started learning how to draw apples and the likes. So I took full interest in digital arts months after. So that was when my journey started. So some few years after that time, I became a professional in graphics design. And from there, I moved to video editing. Then later, I became a motion designer. I've worked in 5 different companies. Then came innovations, Noah Zach. Noah Zach was is you know a company that is into adverts and they create advert videos, one of the biggest in Africa. I've worked at Luckily Services. Silverwood Digital was one of the last companies I worked at where I was doing art. I was their video editor and I was also their graphics artist at Silverwood Digital. When I was there, I was creating videos which was meant for the state government of Oyo State in Nigeria. I was the man behind all the posts that were put on various platforms of government for the states. I was in charge of their social media, anything we have that has to do with digital campaigns, creating content for those governmental um, mediums. So I was the one that was doing the video content. I was doing the graphics art content for Silver Digital. And while I was Silver Digital, I was also creating content for some other organizations like Monatai. I was creating for some schools too, majorly content creation, that is making video content, graphics arts for those organizations. So let me just go through what I did at Wazak. When I was there, I was part of a lot of projects that aired on television, commercials that aired on television, for example, for Indomie. I also worked for brands like Airtel, Three Crowns Milk, Pick Milk, Top Feed, Starling Bank. I had my hand in projects for those companies while I was at Wazak Communications. So right now I'm working as as a web designer for AJCM. They're into journals. So that's what I'm doing right now. But my major work is video editing, graphic design, motion design. I'm also a 2D animation creator. And one of the reasons why I got into that was because sometimes you have to create some ideas given to you by clients and you can't say because you're just a busy editor, they give you an idea and it needs 2D animation, you don't want to do it. You won't be a full motion designer if you can't do that. So I do 2D animations too. But most especially what I do is create videos for maybe adverts, tutorials, all kinds of videos, shorts for YouTube, for all platforms. And while I was at Silverwolf, I was part of their content team and we worked as a team. And right now I've done courses for leadership, team courses on LinkedIn, just to be able to ensure that I can cooperate with other team members. And for what is my desire is right now, my desire is to be, able to work in a company, get hired full time, or work as a freelancer in the content creation aspect. That is creating videos of all kinds or graphics design of all kinds for any client. It might be in form of contracts, maybe contract videos, create a video ad for us. We want to put it on social media for Cardano. It's going to explain how blockchain works. I can create it based on what is written down. If I need to also be the copywriter, I can also handle that. I've done works which I was a copywriter on several occasions. So my desire is to get hired full time or be giving contract jobs for video creation or content creation, graphics design creation, for any client. That is what I want right now.
All
Thank you
right,
very
beautiful.
much.
Yeah, beautiful. So I love how you were able to put things into perspective. So people in the community get to know what exactly you can be like you can be employed to do. And I love how you said you actually can backtrack to the point of doing copywriting and all that. That's so beautiful. So, but again, this space, the space of content creation, writing, copywriting, video editing, it's very choked up. Like it's a very choked up space. So what's different about yours?
Okay, what I would say makes me stand out as always is my versatility, because whenever I feel that I need a skill to boost the other skill, I'm not always lazy about it. That's why I call myself a computer as generalist. I'm the kind of person that is like a one man army that you can depend on, even when it comes to audio editing and other stuff that will make the video really stand out as being unique and engaging. Because of my knowledge in various areas, I can really deliver for a client, because I have versatile skills. I'm very versatile. So the combination of all these skills always comes into play, and it comes in handy whenever I'm doing a video project or a graphic design project. So what makes me stand out is versatility. Thank you.
You said in school, what did you study?
Microbiology in
Can you
university.
take us through that journey from being a microbiologist to doing this? Um, how has that journey been? And do you see any advantage that taking this particular path has actually given you? Like, do you see any advantage that your being a microbiologist has given you as you actually do work in this space of yours?
Okay, what I would say going to school really helped me to achieve is understanding of how to do research. Number one, when you go through school, you will have done one or two researches about organisms and the like. So it really helps me when it comes to doing research. Whether maybe I want to work on a video project, I know how to do my research and deliver very well. So school really helped me to understand how to be able to do research in various areas, and also how to get materials to do whatever I want to do. School really played an important role in that. So that's what I'm going to say school did for me.
Beautiful. And so specifically now about the whole microbiologist, being a microbiologist and doing this, do you see any advantage? Like, is there any transferable skill in any way there?
Yeah, there are sometimes a client might say that, okay, I want to create a video um about something that has to do with health or microbiology. For someone like me who is a microbiologist, where I have the idea of not just microbiology, because once you're a microbiologist, there's definitely you know a lot about science, you know a lot about computer science and these other areas. So when it comes to creating content for this kind of people, I can easily visualize what needs to be put into the video because I've gone through science, very core areas of science like physics, chemistry, and the likes. I've gone through them. So it makes it easy for me to create content in the science and tech space. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. It's beautiful journey there. So we have Aniket. If you're there, can you open your mic and let's to hear from you?
Hi guys.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah. So hi everyone. This is Aniket. I work as a web developer at Remostart. So especially I go look through all the web development part of our website. I also manage the whole team. Whole development goes through my hand. So yeah, and also I daily report to Ubio directly, right? Yeah, and yeah, that's it. Also, do I supposed to share my journey?
Yeah, share journey. That's part of it.
Okay. So back in 2020, I started my learning journey. First of all, I started exploring stuff like in which stuff I am comfortable and which stuff is interesting. So I started exploring Python first. Then with Python and MySQL, I made some few of the projects. Then some of my seniors told me to explore web development, and I gone through it, and I started exploring web development slowly. I got interest in that, and then after I got mastered somehow in 2000, I guess 2020 22, I got an opportunity of working in a startup called Virtual Farm. So I started working there, and from there, there is a turning point came in my life. These people from Remostart just asked me to join them, and then I started working as a web developer team leader. And I think that's the turning point of my life. Otherwise, I don't think I will get like I'm supposed to get any opportunity like this in my entire career. So yeah, so right now I'm working on React, all the front end part, and also managing the whole code, managing the team, and uh, fixing all the bugs in the front end side, also in the back end side, and also looking after the performance of the website. So that's it, guys.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, what would you say as a developer makes you unique? Like, is it just about writing codes? Everybody write codes, and
Okay.
we even have ChatGPT doing the coding. So, what's your uniqueness as a developer?
Okay. So some people in IT industry or some developer works for money, right? Some people works for money of some, but for me, it's my hobby. Coding is just like my hobby. It's like I do enjoy every time. Even if it's 12 a.m. in the India, but still I'm working on my code. That's what makes me unique, because I love doing coding rather than just doing it for money or another purpose. I enjoy doing codes, and that makes me a different coder than any one of them.
All right, beautiful. Thank you for sharing your journey, and so far it's been an amazing uh one here. Thank you, everyone. So far, I think we're going to take one more before we end. Like we said, we are going to be sharing your stories. We're going to be sharing this everywhere, on the YouTube, on the Swam YouTube, and everywhere. And people are going to hear your story. We are as well taking notes of some people. We might as well share some critical opportunities that we have seen around with you as well, and we might have some follow-up discussions after here. But again, the whole essence of Pitch Your Skill is we want to give everyone that ability to share their own story, and like a decentralized method of getting jobs, where we are not just focusing on just your resume, but your story as a means of matching people to job. Vanessa has actually shared an opportunity here on the group. So please, I think this is very important to Emmanuel, and probably also to Azeez. You may want to check through this to check if you are able to work on this. So as writer or researcher, if you're actually in any of that, Vanessa just shared an opportunity that you may be interested. Please just check the comment box, so you can as well take advantage of that. Finally, we're going to take from Nawar, and then I think that's going to be the last person for today. Can you share your story as well?
Hello, sir. Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, sure, we can.
Yeah. This is Nawar Ali. I'm from Syria. I have 23 years old. Actually, now I'm in India to complete my degree in IT engineering. My story before coming to India, I'm working a little bit about computer, like ICDL course. Like I'm already study 2 years in Syria in IT engineering. After that, I'm coming to here. When start the college here, not study in specialty thing or something, only for college. After that, the corona coming. go back to Syria. Then when return to here, I'm joined to web developer to develop myself to learn something to future. Uh, before 1 year, I don't know anything about web development. But right now I can create any website like front end. I completed HTML, CSS, and two framework to CSS and complete JavaScript. And till now, I'm develop myself in React framework. Actually, I'm working for the future, for the build my life, build a good thing for me. But before many months, I complete 3 months internship in UI. But in same time, I'm working in front end developer. Till now, I'm in internship till 6 months until end of May in virtual form Remostart. Finally, I want to say big thank you to two person here. First one is to Aniket Somkuwar because he follow me in everything. He developed he learned me many things in front end. Second one to Ubio sir because he's uh, support me in everything and learn me many things in the life. Last thing he learned me, I shouldn't thinking about future. I should working in today and thinking in today and should put the plan to arrive it in the future. That's everything.
All right, thank you so much for that. So
Thank
yeah, beautiful one there. So yeah, I'm still gonna ask you the same question. And yeah, for people that may be listening, so he's from Syria. I'll just have to translate this thing. So he's from Syria and he's doing an amazing work, and that's the whole story of what we're trying to do at Remostart. For us, it's beyond just jobs. It's about changing lives. So we are trying to see how do we use blockchain as a means of changing people's stories, changing people, giving people more opportunities. And yeah, he's been one of such person that we are working on and giving such opportunity. So beautiful, beautiful, Nawar Ali. Let's ask you another question here. So with respect to how do you cope with respect to the challenges at home? We all know what's happening over at Syria. How do you cope with that, with your ambition of becoming one of the best developer? How do you cope with these mechanisms when you're constantly having a lot of challenges, earthquakes and wars and all of this? How does this not deter you, and how are you being able to put yourself together to keep pushing at your dreams?
Actually, I thinking, but in my mind, first thing should health very well. Other side should every day doing the best. Cannot stop in something in the life. Every day should develop. Every day to do something to go to tomorrow better than today. That's why. I don't have many chance to future because we are in Syria. Our chance very less. But then now we are trying many things. Like when I'm working with Remostart team or virtual curtain team, I make community with the other person. I will learn more from other person. Like I explained to you, like Ankit every day. If I have any mistake in the work, I ask him because he's follow me in everything. Every day I will try to build new something in the front end development. I told you before 1 year I don't know anything about that, but today I can create any website.
All right, beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, so I think this brings us to the end of this meeting, and thank you everyone for coming out to share your passion, your story, your journey we've documented it, and we're also going to share it all around, and we are going to get in contact with you in one way or the other for subsequent jobs or follow-ups and all of that. Vanessa, would you like to say hi? Ali, would you like to say hi as well before we wrap up today?
Yeah, I was just going to say we'll put this on Swarm's YouTube channel. So if anybody's got any links that they want to be included in the description next to their timestamp, stick them in the chat and we'll make sure they're in there. But fantastic session. Really nice to meet everyone.
Yeah, so please, if you do have your links here, for those of you that sent it, if you still have some minutes, you can just rush through and put the links in the group to make it quite easier, so I don't need to keep searching for all the links that are not that are here. So if you do have links to your projects and all of that, so as we're going to be sharing those things, we can just share your link as well. It will make it quite easier and faster. So if you still have your links, you can just share it in the comment. Yeah, but for those that don't, for those that don't share, I would try to get in touch and share the links to your portfolio as well with Vanessa. Ali, would you like to say hi to the house?
Hello everyone. Hello Ubio. I'm glad to be here. Nice to meet you all. I was just enjoying the people's journey, and I hope that everyone will be successful. Really, it is heartwarming that I see so many passionate people that they want to change first of all themselves, their life, close one, and of course, I personally believe that this space of these technologies that can give you a tool to change world. So I look forward to work with you all. But if you guys want to learn about Plutus, by the way, let me introduce myself a little bit. My name is Ali. I'm from Iran. I'm teaching smart contract and Plutus development, especially about design pattern in Gimbalabs. Also, I'm working as a smart contract developer project called Equival, which is going to bring P2P marketplace and money transferring for sub-Saharan African countries at their first launch. So we already launched Plutus-based project learning last Monday, several days ago. And if you guys want to learn about smart contract programming and of course front-end programming with Cardano and app development, all this stuff, sure, please join Gimbalabs, and you can check out these links which I shared in the chat. It's a link for the course, and there is right now a breakout room. You can join after this fantastic room, which is talking about project-based learning, which is James is talking about exactly the same thing. So I wish you all best, and if you need help from your fellow traveler in this crypto space, feel free to DM me.
All right, thank you so much. So please, for those of you that don't know, Ali is actually if you really want to go deep into the technologies of Cardano and you want to learn how the smart contracts are being written and all that, please do contact Ali. He's very open. He will directly respond to you. But if you can't, just let me know. The links are also there, so you can as well go. This is for people. And if at all you also want to, like, it's a new stack, you just want to try it out, don't be afraid. It's something that you can learn as well. So you can follow the Plutus link that he has shared there, and I can bet you will definitely be a smart contract developer in 3 to 6 months. Yeah. All right. So
but
yeah.
Just want to add, you don't need to be a developer to start that journey. You just need passion and, of course, time and some resources. Let's be honest about that. But you don't need to be a developer or someone now. If you are non-technical, if you have business background or something, this space, this language, this paradigm, it is for you. So don't think that, oh, it is too much technical or something. No, you have the opportunity to add skills to yourself. So yeah. I believe that.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much there. All right, so I think this brings this room to a wrap. Thank you everyone for coming out, and thank you for deciding to share your stories with us. And thank you for making this particular after town hall a success. We hope to have more iterations of these and to keep having more lives changed by this particular process. And yeah, we hope to see you again some other time. And by then, we'll be hearing much more progress in, like Ali said, we are all in this journey together, yeah, in our career journeys. Thank you so much,
Thank
everyone.
you, Ubio. Thank you,
Hope to see
everyone.
you.
Take care.
Thank you. All right, take care. All right.